Hello, hola, welcome, bienvenidos. Nice to have everybody back again. It's been a couple days since I posted. I was actually waiting on a box, a couple boxes actually, of Dominaria to arrive, so that's what we're going to be opening today. I had ordered this from the comic book store. Super big thanks to those guys, Alex and Kevin, Tim, everybody, Chris, everyone at the comic book store. Really appreciate you guys for hooking it up. I actually got 6 boxes, not actually a case because these all came from different sources, but yeah, I really love this set. I've really been like itching to open another box because I got that one box in my previous video that was pre-opened from a user on eBay, and I thought it worked out pretty good. I thought the cards in there were really interesting, so I wanted to spend some time and actually have a real unboxing for pack fresh. And see if I can either pull a Karn or Teferi and any of those big hitters that we missed in the other box. I know the Mox Amber was a decent hit, but it's not anywhere near value of what I paid. I forget what I paid on that last box, but I got a pretty great deal on these, and I'm really excited to start cracking into them. I also wanted to share before I get into this. This week I did a little bit of treasure hunting. I went over to some local GameStops. I had heard that they were clearing house on some of their old clearance items, so I actually was able to, let me move this a little bit. I was actually able to get some pretty cool things. For instance, I went to my local GameStop in the mall. I went to about 3 different GameStops and got different things. In the mall, I got Nature's Vengeance, 50% off, so 20 bucks for that. It's pretty good. So I thought that was pretty cool and worth sharing. I also got 2 boxes of Veraska Scheming Gorgon from a separate GameStop. Now these were 75% off, so these were like $4.75 each or something. So I thought that was really cool. I also got each one of, now I know these are not tournament legal anymore, but when they were, I thought they were pretty awesome. I never played standard when these came out, but I got each one of these for $14. So I know their typical retail is something like 25 or 30. I took the stickers off, so I don't think it tells you their MSRP. But getting them for like 50% off was really cool. And I also got these guys. Now I didn't get these at GameStop. I actually got one at GameStop, but these were not on sale. I got these specifically with the intent of not opening because there's not really, I think they're actually worth more if you keep them in the package. And I'm not sure if I will, either give them away to subscribers or something down the road. There's not a whole lot of you guys yet, but I do want to make it, a fun experience for the early subscribers. Maybe I'll give one of these away in the next coming videos, and I'll pick a subscriber at random. So look out for something like that. I'll have to work on the details of whether it's a like and subscribe or what the details of it is. They're a little bit unclear to me. I also got, which aren't pictured here, a bunch of gift packs. Those really crappy gift packs that have five foil lands, 5 like random rare cards. I actually have them off to the side. I had opened them because they came with 4 core 2019 packs, so I got those for $10 each. Compared to the regular 20, they were 50% off the GameStop as well. Whoa, knocked over the camera. But core 29, 12 packs of core 29 really isn't an exciting box opening video, so I did not bother to video record that. There was nothing in them. I think there was a Tezzeret, so that doesn't make for an exciting video, and those boxes are generally pretty crappy. The foils that come inside them were all warped, so I've actually got the foils underneath some heavy books right now with the hope that they will eventually uncurl. The curling is really bad. It's a real problem, and it's very frustrating. If I had known they'd be quite so bad, I probably would not have dropped the $10 each on them, but lesson learned. And I do have the cards, and hopefully the immense amount of weight I have sitting on them right now will eventually uncurl them. So yeah, that was my treasure hunting for the week. I also got a Planeswalker, a Johnny Fat Pack from Aether Revolt that's tucked away. I mean, those things are just out of print, so that when I can find them, I'll buy them if I can pick them up for MSRP or lower. I'm not gonna pay more than that though. Generally, I've just been trying to pick up stuff on the cheap. I also have a box of opened Hour of Devastation coming, which I got for like 20 bucks online. I confirmed with the seller that all the rares were there before I actually hit purchase, but they were a really cool person. They actually sent me the foil count or the rare count, and that should be here, early next week, maybe mid next week, and then I'll go through another unwrapping of that and see what we got in there. I know there isn't really any money in Hour of Devastation for it, but essentially getting a box for 20 bucks is pretty good. So I'll do that all day long. All right, so let's dive into this. Like I said, I'm really just, I love this set. I love everything about it. I'm actually kind of sad to even open this because it is just such a beautiful looking set. You can look in my drawer down here and just show you guys. Few more boxes we could dive into a little bit later. I also got a box of Battle Bond, but I don't know if I'll be opening that one anytime soon. Maybe in a coming video, see how things go, see what other deals I can get. I don't want to just do a bunch of Dominaria box openings because I know it's not, it's not the new hotness, but I think this is a really cool set. I think this is one that I'm worth, it's worth it for me to get a little bit more invested into Magic again. I just think it's a really fun return to the original world of Dominaria, especially with the return of Richard Garfield to help design it. So, all right, enough jibber jabbering. Let's do the old Wolverine claw opening here. What's nicer than an unboxing? So much fun. Right. So again, big thanks to the comic book store. Let's get this nice and set. That's good looking. Like Teferi, don't know who that is. Is that Even Mind Watcher or Even Mind Sensor? I don't think it is. I don't think that was That's a cool card though. For the purposes of this video and for keeping everything clean, I am going to do commons off to the side, probably over here so they get out of the way, and I'm actually going to adjust this a little bit. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Oh yeah, let's just enjoy that sound. I'm a very textural person, so this is a feast for the senses. I love this stuff. Look at that. It looks a lot like Even Mind Sensor. Oh, maybe a missed opportunity to reprint that in this set. All right. Pack 1. All right, cards feel good. Sometimes you get weird dust on them and stuff like that. All right. Nature Spiral, Juggernaut, Fall of the Thrain, and Danithek. Compassion Paragon. I'll put the comments up here. A Schwamp. Where's a good place to put this? Garbage off to the side. Ooh. Oh yeah, cut right to the uncommons. Right, the Eldest Reborn, Immortals Award. Two-headed giant. Oh, yeah, that's right. Did I miss? Oh no, wait, did I miss it uncommon? How does this work? I guess if this is uncommon, yeah, if the legendary is uncommon, then you don't get that in uncommon stuff. Got it. All right, so two-headed giant is our rare. That is a very strange card. What a circumstantial card. Obviously, for tournaments and stuff, you want something with a little bit more consistency. But that is a pretty fun, chaotic card. Especially with cards like, forget what it's called, but it lets you re-roll or re-flip a coin. These cards become much more, the potential for these cards becomes much higher for use in tournament play. All right, Dauntless Bodyguard, Knight of Malice, Forebear's Blade is our rare, so it means this we got another uncommon legendary. 8-4 rare, Forebear's Blade. Grun, the Lonely King. That is awesome art. That is so cool looking. Right, Goblin War Chief. Oh, nice. I didn't know that was reprinted in this set. That's cool. I've looked at these cards so much, but I swear I still see things that I haven't seen before. All right. Traxos, Scourge of Krug. What a strange freaking name. Alright, so no mythics yet. Oh, I actually got my uncommon under here. Did I put this in the wrong spot? Maybe, you know what? Yeah, Fall of the Thran was our rare. Sorry about that, guys. I knew that too, and I was focused on these legendaries. So legendaries just pull you in, and you almost feel compelled to focus on them. Especially a novice opener like me. Not opened much of this set. Actually, I didn't open any because my last box was pre-opened. So, all right, Icy Manipulator, Seal Away. I love that card. Yawgmoth's Vile Offering and Raph's Compassion Shift Me. All right, so I know that's uncommon this time. I know that's the rare. And I know the uncommons go here. Cool. I jumped ahead to the rare. That's a really fun cut. No, I didn't. I jumped ahead to the uncommons. It's interesting how these packs feel like they're cutting right to the uncommons. Memorial to Folly, Settle the Score, Sorcerer's Wand, and Kazarov, Singer Pureblood. Okay, so when when the rare is legendary, you don't get an uncommon. All right, I understand this. It just replaces the slot. Try to do a better job of lining this up with the camera. So I'm using an iPhone 10, so the camera, like, it's actually shifted in my view. I'm centered, center aligned with the camera, but that's not where the actual camera is. Fungal Plots on Sarah's Wings and Goblin Chain World. Actually, I see that played a lot in Magic Arena, which is pretty cool. And Tetsuku Yumazawa Fugitive. No, sorry, Tetsuku Yumazawa Fugitive. Commas are important. So that's an uncommon. God, the order really twists my nips. Yeah, all right. It's really interesting how I can just go right to the uncommons with this. It feels like it just cuts right to them. Fire Fist Adept, The Flame of Keld, and Shalai, Voice of Plenty, with a Rona Disciple of Gix. Nice. These are opening really nicely too, I gotta say. Chainer's Torment. Chainer, good old Chainer. Weight of Memory, and History of Benalia. Woo! Yeah, boy! First Mythic, $10, $11 Mythic. I would love to see one of these in foil in person. That's just such a beautiful card. All right, good hit. That's a good hit. That's what I want. Nice to see you, History of Benalia. Hope there's 3 more of you in this box. Now, what we want Teferi, Karn, Mox Amber, the other big hitters. Just cutting right to these uncommons. It's awesome. Wizard's Retort, Joyra's Familiar. Oh, foil rare. I jumped the gun, but that's cool. Territory Allosaurus. That's awesome. If it's kicked, if fights an attack creature. So uncommon. 2 rare pack. Gotta love the 2 rare pack. With a very pretty, so that's really cool. Let's appreciate that for a moment. It's a friggin' dinosaur. Looks like the video game art. And Zahidjin of the Lamp. I know this is not really worth anything, but maybe because it's a legendary creature, it's a couple bucks. I gotta check the old goldfish and see what the average is on that. It is pretty, not the best. It's not a foil mythic, but that's okay. It is really pretty. And it's a much better Djinn of the Lamp than Will Smith is made out to look like. Alright, Memorial to Unity, Zalfarin Void, and does Vaphos Cry 1, and Sylvan Awakening with a Dark Bargain. Look at the top 3 cards you have right in your hand. Would be better without the life loss. That's only our second foil? That's interesting. Sylvan Awakening. Until your next turn, all lands you control become 2/2 elemental creatures with reach, indestructible, and haste. Well, haste, obviously. Why would reach matter? Oh, it's until your next turn. Okay, so they can block it. Gotcha. Not till end of turn, which makes that much better, but also scary if there's a board clear. You gotta make sure your opponent is not playing Kaya's Wrath. Untamed Kavu, Gaea's Blessing, Oath of Teferi. Why couldn't you be a Teferi? Still cool looking. And Tiana, Ship's Caretaker. Alright, third away to the box. History Benalia is our only real heavy hitter so far. Memorial to Folly. Thallid Soothsayer. Tempest Djinn. I really like this card. I know it's overly simple. It's total Timmy card, right? But I like it. And another Rona, Disciple of Gix. Ooh, that's the wrong pile. I think I'm not going to worry about video length because I'm already at 17 minutes on this guy and I have not done a good job of really editing myself. Hopefully we'll get better with each video, but you know, buckle up, enjoy the unboxing. I'm trying to. This is how I spend my time relaxing these days. All right, Song of Freyalise. So maybe I'll do it this way. It makes a little bit more sense for organizing. Spore Crown Thallid. Sorry for the shaking. I was leaning up against the table. And Woodland Cemetery. With a Yorgos the Empty One. That is very cool looking. I wanted to comment on this because I see a lot of people complaining about how all the art these days looks like computer game art. And I have to agree that there is a lot more art that feels like it's concept art. It looks a lot different, right? It's a lot more polished. It's obviously, there's a lot more digital art these days than there are artists like, there's a lot more darken artists than there are Rebecca Guay artists. That's what I feel like anyway. She looks blurry, doesn't she? No, I guess she doesn't. It's just my blurry eyes. And, you know, I don't know how I feel about that. It seems like old Magic sets, they you know, it might have been a money issue. They would commission art from very strange artists a lot of the time. The art was, for lack of a better word, it wasn't very good most of the time. And I noticed around Shards of Alara, Torgar, this is an underrated card. I mean, it's super expensive, but it's super fun in more casual formats. I guess it was around Shards, or maybe it wasn't Lorwyn, because Lorwyn had some pretty funky art in it. Had a lot of Rebecca Guay too. But maybe it was in the Shards block where everything started to feel, you know, more high concept, more digital. I think they started to make the push into more digital art, or finding more digital artists. I can't remember exactly when that started, but that does seem familiar around that time. Triumph of Gerard. Gerard needs a good card. He needs a good legendary card. My larger point being was that with the exception of History of Benalia and white cards in this set, cards don't feel like they're really pieces of art anymore. The Antiquities War, they really do feel like video game art. Like they're kicked out very quickly. There's a real method to them. They're a lot darker feeling in general, like darker blacks. Oh, foil planes. Just as someone who's coming back into this after taking a very long break from buying cards and really looking at the art, I do notice that there is, you know, I don't think there's much art that's done not digitally these days. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, but that's how I feel, and I think a lot of people agree that the art just has a much more digital texture to it these days. All right, Fight with Fire, Memorial to Glory, and Thran Temporal Gateway. Do we really only have one mythic so far? That's a butt. All right, and Slin Voda, the Rising Deep. Looks like Megalodon, but not really. Crocodon, Leviathanodon. I apologize, I keep hitting the table because I just have to lean over to see these. Right to the, yeah, there's like a weird, see that? It's like a weird, like I can pull right to the uncommons in this pack. I don't know, there's no bend to them. They look pretty good. Maybe they're bending a little bit the other way. It's interesting. All right, let's pronounce this one. Amaranthine Wall. Final parting. I definitely just read that as farting. Mishra's Self-Replicator. Man, no mythics. What the hell? Halfway through the box and one mythic sucks. All right, and the last other legendary creature is Arvad the Cursed. One of the things I do want to do is go through and read some more of the detail on the lore of Dominaria and how we got back here with the Gatewatch. And ooh, this pack feels weird. There's something on this. It's like super slick. That's interesting. That pack felt very different. Let's see. Can I pull right to the uncommons? No, I'm not going to be able to. Some of them just have a weird bowing to them. Makes let you pull right to the uncommon. Memorial to Unity. I have to read through these memorial cards and see all the differences because they did that set so every color gets in a memorial land. On Sarah's Wings and Jasu Vest Lich King with the Baird Steward of Archive. Okay, getting pretty frustrated. There's no more mythics. My standard would be cool. What's the lowest cost mythic at this point? The lowest best. Just give me the best. Spore Swarm, Diligent Excavator, and Clifftop Retreat. With a Slime Foot, the Stowaway. Wizard's Lightning, I know that's worth $1 or so that's cool, I guess. Damping Sphere, Goblin Barrage. Oh, Lyra Dawnbreaker, cool. All right, that's better than. All right, so both our mythics have been good, both so far. I mean, those are good mythics. White, run white. That's what this box is telling me. Do you guys remember Baneslayer Angel? A buddy of mine used to have 4 of her foil when we would play. He used to have everything foil. He had 4 foil metalworkers, which I just learned are $600 now. I think when he sold his collection, though, they were only a couple hundred. That dude had foil everything. He wasn't a great player, but he had money, and he would buy the best of stuff, and then we would just go play at our Tuesday night game at his house and be blown away by all the things he could afford. It was a really cool time for playing. Every Tuesday night we would play, just casual. But not, he would spend all his money on the best looking cards. Knight of Grace, Wild Onslaught, and Verdant Forces are rare with a foil Howling Goblin as I knock over the uncommons. Howling Golem, not Goblin, I apologize. Attacks or blocks, each player draws a card. It's hard to design golems for some reason. Why does it have to give players a card? Solemn Simulacrum is probably the best. Is that a golem? I can't remember. Oh, also I got a new lighting setup. I don't know if you guys, I forgot to mention that. I got these dual umbrella lamps that I used to use for shooting photography, so I think it's actually doing a really good job of no hot spots like in the last videos where this hot area was really hot and bright. Pretty even spread right now. In Bolus's Clutches, that is, there's something about this art. It's very cool, but it's also very digital feeling. It's also just so dark. I don't know. Board the Weatherlight. Precognition Field is our rare, and a Tetyova Benthic Druid. Another common. All right. 2/3 of the way through the box. Two mythics, two good mythics. Still no Teferi, which is, you know, he might be hiding. This is a pretty good box so far overall. And Memorial to Genius, Sage of Latnam, Orcish Vandal, Foil Fervent Strike, and another Jin. Target creature gets +1, +0, and gains first strike until end of turn. Now, if you gave your card to draw, that would be cool too. Another Jin. Will Smith of the Lamp. I love when the pack cracks like that. Fire Fist Adept. Warcry Phoenix. Steel Leaf Champion. Yeah. Can't be blocked with power. That's just a cool card. I don't think it's worth much, but I'll go green all day. I'll go that deep into green. I don't care. Can't be blocked by creature power 2 or less. No chump blocking this bastard. All right, another Baird. Steward of Argive. All right. Time of Ice. See, now that is really cool art and does not look digital again. I guarantee you it is, though. Sorry, I got real close to the phone. I'm trying to see it. The Sagas, the historic cards, are definitely some of the best art I've seen come out of Magic in a while. Some of the most creative. Sarah Angel, Juggernaut, Foil Pardic Wanderer, another Golem, Trample, 6. I mean, maybe unlimited, it's good. Probably not. I mean, 6, yeah, probably not. And then our rare is Marwyn the Nurturer. She's got a little baby. Look at that little baby. Look how dark this looks. This just looks so dark to me. I mean, I'm under good light, so it looks a little bit better, but in the natural, actually it looks better looking through my phone. These iPhone cameras are really good. Look at that little Bambino, or Bambina. I don't remember. My memory's not so good. Okay, 2 mythic box. This sucks, but at least we're having fun and we're spending 27 minutes on it. Another Wizard's Lightning. That's only our second. Settle the Score and the First Eruption. Yeah, we all remember our First Eruption. Slimefoot the Stowaway. Right, Song of Freyalise, Thorn Elemental, Haphazard Bombardment, and a Yargle Glutton of Urborg. Wow, 2 mythic cards. I think I missed one after one, 2 of them. I think I missed one. It's alright, we're just gearing up for the Teferi pool. Make this whole box worth it. Whoa, nope, I cut ahead. Sorry, guys. Alright, The Eldest Reborn. I love that card. That's so cool. That's cool art. It doesn't look digital. I mean, it is definitely digital, but the color palette, maybe it's not. I don't know. What do you guys think? I gotta research some of these artists. I used to love researching the artists. Darkin is one of the ones that I really loved. Right around when Darkin started coming around is when I noticed the move towards digital art, so I gotta do a bit of research on this. Alright, Muldrotha the Gravetide. I don't think that's worth shit. And a foil Valduk Keeper of the Flame. So I don't know if you guys played any, I forget what it was, a Prophecy? There was a card that had a very similar composition. I forget the name. I'm going to have to look it up. I'll update it in the next video. But, that's cool. I mean, foil legendaries. Take them all day, right? They just look awesome. Plus they're great in ADH. What do I got left here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 packs. Sorry this is taking so long, but I'm also not sorry because I'm enjoying myself. You guys are just here for the ride, right? Cut right to the uncommons. It's so easy. Anyone could do it. Knight of Grace. Another Merfolk Trickster. I think that's only our second one. And the Marari Conjecture. I gotta read this. Target creature. That's interesting. Oh, look. Cool. 6-pack. 3 mythics. They're all at the bottom. No big deal. They're actually been pretty spread out. Still would like to see that Teferi, though, since that's the most expensive card. Skizik. What the hell set was that in? That used to get played a lot. It used to be a money card way back when. It actually came out right around the first time I started playing. But I digress. Sorcerer's Wand. Another Clifftop Retreat. With another Tatyova Benthic Druid. 5 more packs. Maybe I'm supposed to play red-white. Spore Swarm, Knight of Malice, Hinterland Harbor, nice. And a Relic Runner from Came Back and Historic spells. That's pretty cool. Historic is such a cool thing. I actually was very confused when I first read that. I was like, whoa, what the hell is this historic spell? And then the information text immediately following it answered my question. My dumb question. Final 4 packs, guys. Still a chance for Teferi or Karn. We can do this. We can do. I don't even think of Mox Samber. I mean, I need something. The value just is not here. Not that we did this for the value, but it's nice to know I didn't really mess up. And Bolus's Clutches, Joyous Familiar, Board the Weatherlight, and Nabin Dean of Iteration. If Wizard having battlefield under control causes triggered ability. I think this is an underrated card. I've seen this used against me in Arena and just thought, wow, I'm so glad that is legendary. But it's rare. I don't know, 2 for 2/1. Usually 2 for 2/1s that are wizards with that kind of ability. Maybe because it's legendary, it's not that sought after. Maybe it's a sleeper. Invest. Elfhame Druid. Weight of Memory. Oh, Karn. Maybe Karn's behind here. Nope. Kamal's Druid Val. I don't know what that is. Oh, and a foil rare. Another foil rare. Daring Archaeologist enters the battlefield. Return target. That's actually pretty cool. 2 foil rares. Not bad. Kind of offsets the fact that it didn't get any of the Teferi or Karn. Just kidding, it doesn't. I'm super sad. Dauntless Bodyguard, Champion of Flame, Orcish Vandal, and Teshar Ancestor's Apostle. Oh yeah, that's the one from the pack. It is a bird cleric, but it's not expensive. Okay. Fast cut to the uncommons. Last pack, guys. 33-minute video. Hope you guys hung in there. If you didn't, I'm sorry. It's just a channel trying to figure this out. Sentinel of the Pearl, Shield of the Realm, and Lich's Mastery with a Tetsuga Umezawa Fugitive into the Close. So 3 mythic box, right? 3 mythic, 2 foil rare. What do we got? 2, 4, 7, so 9 foils total, 3 mythics, and maybe I misplaced something. I do that stuff sometimes. There might be like another rare in the uncommon pile. Whoop. You guys are still here. Now watch me sort this uncommon pile. Just kidding, I'm not going to make you guys sit through that. But I very much doubt I missed anything. I will say the sagas are pretty cool when you pass them while you sort. Alright, so 3 mythics is bollocks. And I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll upload this right now so everyone can be just as sad as I am. Just kidding. More videos coming soon.